This is TWiT.
Here's a study from Avaz, which is a nonprofit public interest group. Facebook is funneling readers towards COVID misinformation. And this is killing people. False medical information can be deadly. Researchers led by Bangladesh's International Center for Diarrheal Disease Research. There's a place I never want to work at, but thank God somebody does. Writing in the American Journal of Tropical Medicine and Hygiene have suggested a single piece of coronavirus misinformation led to as many as 800 deaths. Facebook apparently, because of the algorithm, I'm guessing, over-promotes misinformation and under-promotes truthful information. So, and I'm sure they don't want it to be that way. Is the algorithm out of control?
And they even claim that they don't do that. They actually are blocking dangerous information at the same time saying we don't want to be an arbiter of truth. So they're giving us mixed messages as to what their goal really is around this dangerous information.
Avaz analyzes 200 pieces of health misinformation shared on Facebook after being identified as problematic. Fewer than 1 in 5 had Facebook's warning label. 84% slipped through controls after they were translated into other languages or republished in whole or in part. So Facebook does have controls. They don't work. They don't work, and it's a big problem. Posts that are rated...
The truth is boring.
Pardon me?
Yeah.
The truth is boring.
The truth is boring a lot of the time. Unfortunately, not lately, but the truth is, a lot of the time, the truth is boring, and Facebook doesn't... That doesn't make Facebook any money. That doesn't keep people on Facebook, right?
Avaz identified 42 super spreader sites that had 28 million followers, generating an estimated 800 million views, all of them of false information. A single article which claimed falsely that the AMA was encouraging doctors and hospitals to overestimate deaths. In fact, I've seen that on the news.
Yep, Fox picked up on that one.
Yep, not true. It was seen 160 million times on Facebook. It becomes true because the news picks it up and you see it, and nobody really thinks about the source.
It goes from Facebook to Fox to Trump and then back out again.
Yeah. Global networks, those super spreader networks, had 3.8 billion views last year. The audience peaked in April with 460 million views in a single month. I think that's because we're all desperate, looking for information anywhere we can find it. And the problem is Facebook is not effective in blocking misinformation. So anyway.
You know what's scary? I have a friend who's actually a fairly famous person. I won't even mention her name. Who's a Trump supporter, and I've known her for years and years and years. And I went to her page yesterday, and there she was, standing at some conservative event that Trump spoke at, holding arm to arm with her fellow conservative women, without a mask, without any social distancing. And I don't know, does she really believe that that's the safe thing to do? She's not a stupid person. She's not a bad person. But she's publicly demonstrating this incredibly irresponsible behavior, I guess, based on what her worldview is. And it makes no sense to me. I mean, the world I live in, people would never do that.
It's a strange world we live in 2020. There's no question about it. All right, this is depressing. Just, Devindra, come on. What's the answer? You said there was an answer. What's the answer?
I do think the answer is we have to push these companies to, I think the past couple of years, facts, truth. We have let it erode so much. So it would be nice for us to push for that more from Facebook. And I think that's it. And every social network, Twitter, everything, they're starting to do that. And I think it's great. The oversight board sounds good, but we need more people, and we need that to be the thing that the algorithm is tuned for, and not the most fun, sexy misinformation or viral posts. Like, virality is the danger, really. And that's what we've built towards for the past several years.
I also think that we don't have very good defenses against chaotic evil.
Nope.
And we as human beings assume the best, and we don't understand chaotic evil. And when it exists, it can ride over us like the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse because we have no defenses. It's like, huh?
It's like, you're not following the rules. And they're like, whatever, man.
Whatever, man. There are no rules, man.
There are no rules.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
We don't need
man.
no roads, man.